Sarah Palin was asked to explain why Trumpism is not a cult, and she explained why Trumpism is a cult. This is a really, really stunning video, and it confirms just about everything we've been talking about for years now. Sarah Palin appeared on Newsmax, and she was basically given one of these softball questions where it's like, Trump people aren't cultists, right? And Sarah Palin goes, absolutely not, because cultists are. And then she defines it, and she is, of course, describing Trumpists. Take a listen to this.
I was with the Trump motorcade yesterday, and I would say that the people at Versailles at the Cuban restaurant, I wouldn't call them cult members, would you?
No, the definition of a cult is a group of people who are excessively supporting one another and a cause, all about conformity and compliance and intolerance of anyone who doesn't agree with what their mission is. Okay, that's the definition of what the left is engaged in right now. Speaking of cults, all about conformity and compliance, and heaven forbid you don't agree with them.
Isn't that the best? By just about any accurate definition, hardcore MAGA is indeed a cult. They have beliefs and practices that are strange or even sinister, including denying the reality of the world insofar as climate change, COVID, the 2020 election results. They worship Trump as this messianic figure who can do no wrong, must be obeyed at all costs, and many of them even see him as a pseudo-deity. They are characterized by their devotion, not only to Trump, but the ideology he espouses, which they often express through symbols, including MAGA hats or flags or banners or signs and symbols. They have a system of beliefs that are pseudo-religious and rituals which are directed towards Trump. They pray for him or they pray over him, as we saw at the Cuban Cafe Versailles in Miami on Tuesday. They attend his rallies and chant his slogans. They storm the Capitol on his behalf, committing crimes on his behalf. And they have this self-appointed leader, Trump, who claims to be the only one that can save them, that can save America, and they believe it. These are all cult traits. And of course, Trump, for his part of it, excessively controls his followers through lies, fear, threats, manipulation, requiring them to believe what he says and to do what he wants, donating or voting or chanting or whatever the case may be. And these are all beliefs that most of the world considers deviant or depraved, and much of the United States as well. Compare this to Biden supporters, okay? Biden supporters aren't obsessed with symbols or rituals. Biden supporters aren't obsessed with Biden. In fact, most of us don't even really care about Joe Biden. Like, what I mean by that is, I don't want harm to come to him, but I don't care about Biden as a figure. I'm not interested in defending Biden if he did something wrong. If he did something wrong, investigate him or charge him or whatever. I'm interested in policy and I'm interested in ideas. And if Biden is going to be the person to push those, that's great. And if it's somebody else, that's fine too. We don't consider Biden the ultimate source of truth, the way MAGATs consider Trump to be. I don't consider MSNBC or whatever Democratic establishment media is out there to be the ultimate source of truth, the way they consider, whether it's Fox News or Newsmax or whatever is the flavor of the month, to be an ultimate source of truth. I don't feel any need to reflexively defend Biden against any criticism. Yeah, Biden's just not progressive enough on some policies. Yeah, Biden's looking dramatically more frail than he used to. Yeah, I also don't see criticisms of Biden as attacks on the free world, on democracy, on the media, on our country. Okay, criticize Biden. I'll tell you if I agree or if I disagree. It is a dramatic contrast when you think about what it means to be in a cult member, a cult leader. And Sarah Palin, hilariously, in trying to say, no, there's no cult here, actually confirmed there is indeed a cult. In the middle of the AI craze of today, it's easy to forget the beginning years of the IT industry. Let me take you back to 1989. Imagine living in a world without the internet and without mobile phones. Forget about smartphones. The IT business in India was in its infancy. One of the largest Indian IT companies, Infosys, was just starting offshore projects. Our sponsor, iThal, is promoting his new nonfiction book called Confessions of an Indian Immigrant, Dawn of IT Opportunities in the Land of Promise. It really takes us down memory lane, narrating his experiences immigrating from Mumbai to New York and the culture shock. A company headquartered in New York hired him, and it had given its first project to Infosys, which is now this multi-billion-dollar company with thousands of employees. And as the title suggests, the story combines his experiences settling down in the US at the dawn of the IT industry, adjusting to social life in the US, including American business culture. And this book really has something for everyone, whether you're interested in tech, immigration, culture, or you just like a good autobiography. Pick up your copy at davidpakman.com/confessions. The link is in the description.